My lovely people, morning, afternoon to you. You know, I'm here sitting thinking that this is going to sound, maybe a bit much, but I think in some sense it is warranted. I think it is not so, I want to use the right words, but I can't even find them right now. So I want you to bear with me. Don't play too much on my words. But I don't think it is good that we just sit here, for those of us in Kingston, and certain sections of St. Andrew, to just not go out in the West, go out to the affected areas and help them. And I know that we may not be able to move freely right now because of the debris and the blockages in the road, and I understand that. But I think the stakeholders, the government officials, the relevant authorities should... Sorry people, I had to pause the video a little bit. I don't even know where I'm reaching it. But we need to... The relevant authorities, they need to give permission to both public and private sector workers in their own way. Not just send relief items. These people are psychologically and mentally traumatized, especially, and I mean the West, St. Elizabeth side and so on, like Montego Bay, Trelawney, Hanover, Lucy, St. Anne, and some of these, and Black River, which is a part of St. Elizabeth. They have, the place is like a bomb was dropped. I don't think it was a hurricane. I think really it was a bomb. And I'm saying it obviously for you to understand how bad the devastation is. And I'm thinking I would be crying every day. I would be just crying every day. I would not be of any use to myself. And it's not that I don't trust God. It's just the human side would come out, and we have to sort of relish in our human nature. God gave us emotions for a reason. Crying is okay. It says, remember the shortest scripture, Jesus wept. When Lazarus was dead, he wept because he was a friend to him. So the emotions are necessary. God gave them to us. And for us too. And we have to stop complaining for those of us who may not have water or light or like whatever it may be, internet. A friend of mine went to Trelawney, and when I tried, I said, let me test something. You could have called till your blue, it don't even go through. The internet out. So these people have been out for so long, facing the devastation, no way to get in touch with family members and friends. They're going to need people to not just give them food, clothing and shelter. They need psychological, maybe psychiatric, depending on their condition, and, mental help, emotional help. When they say the people coming around, it will help to heal the soul. The soul is broken. And when the soul is broken, everything is broken, and it can affect them physically. So I think the government officials need to give us, as people from Kingston and certain sections of St. Andrew, because rural St. Andrew has been affected. Not like the West, of course, but they have been affected. There are people in maybe Clarendon and Spanish Town and so who have been affected too, because some of those areas are low-lying areas. It's just that maybe pockets, maybe you might have a few houses, so it's not like a whole zone that was swept away. A lady walked into her house and the house is walking to her, so to speak, and walked into the sea. Can you imagine witnessing that? That is devastating to the mind. So the little things that we face here, where you might not have water for a few days or light, electricity for a few days, we need to just be grateful to God. We have life, we have our place of abode. My heart is broken. I don't think it is, and just forgive me for the word right now. Don't play on the word too much. I don't think it is right for us to know that this is happening to people down there and we're just going our merry way. And yet they might carry down some food. We need to go. We need to go, provide whatever. Talk to them. Let them cry on our shoulders. You don't have to know them. When a person goes to a counselor, they don't know the counselor. When they go to a psychiatrist, they don't know them. When they go to a doctor, they don't know the doctor. For the first time we're talking now. They don't know them. But we're humans. We understand. And I was saying to somebody, can you imagine if this thing had started from St. Thomas's End, from Moran Point to Negril Point, and we just, all of us are, oh my God. That's my belief. I really, I'm putting this out to the government official, those in authority, to give us that sort of go ahead. Obviously in pockets and organized and, not willy-nilly, not, crazy, organized. So it's not just about carrying the food items, and rebuilding the home. It's the mental trauma that is on them. They need to see people rallying around them. Can you imagine they see us coming and giving them hugs and telling them it will be better one day. I don't know when. And remember, when you're giving them things, give them what you would want for yourself. Give them what you would want for yourself. Be it food, toiletries, clothing, shoes, jewelry. I don't care what it is. Give what you would want for yourself. No old broke. Or the cheapest of the cheapest. And then you try to cry excuse about is what you can afford. Someone unknown can afford a little bit better than that. They're going to need us. I just don't think we should be, for those of us in Kingston, should just separate ourselves. Think about if it had happened to us in this side. How would it feel good if we see people just coming and checking on us? It's not just about things, it's about the camaraderie. It's about the camaraderie, the unity, the harmony. So government officials, stakeholders, powers that be, whoever, workplaces, give us at least 2 days to see. I mean, obviously, and we'd have to pool together. And as I said, organize. It would be organized, not just, hairy-fairy. And go down. Go down. And yes, we're not go down with too long on them. For those who may not understand, empty-handed. And we're not go down with monkey money, monkey things. I said monkey money, I really wanted to say monkey things. Serious assistance. Serious help. They need us. And it will bring healing to their mind, to their hearts, to their souls, to their bodies even. When a baby is born, the doctor encourages the mother and the father to allow the baby to touch their skin. That's why sometimes don't you just put them in the diaper, obviously, because you don't want them urinate or defecate on you. So you have to put them in the diaper, of course. Right? But sometimes take that shirt off if the time is not hot and let them touch your skin, let them feel the heart, put them where your heartbeat is. Put them where your heartbeat is. And let them feel it, let them hear it, and let them feel the love. Because it oozes from you to them. They'll tell you, let them feel skin to skin touch. You understand? Let them feel that skin to skin touch. Similarly, when we're going to these broken-hearted people, because they're broken-hearted, they need to see us just to say a kind word or two. It's not just about the material things. That will not help them psychologically, because it's going to affect them. So even if a little place is built for them and them get food, them grateful, but you know what? The trauma that they went through. So it's like somebody who was beaten up. They might heal, but the trauma of it is still there. It affects their mind. So they need that counseling, that guidance. And I'm not talking about us going there to counsel them. I'm talking about your presence being there. And if they talk to you, you show that empathy. You don't have to know the right words to say, because sometimes you might say the wrong thing. So sometimes just be there and just be quiet. And minimal words. But I think the powers that be, as I said, that at the workplaces, government should give us 2 days in the next coming weeks to go down. We should not just move on our merry way, go to work every day while they're suffering down. I don't think that is right. I don't think so. I'm broken by this thing. This is so sad. This is so sad. It is unbelievable. I don't even know what to say. And we're not out of the woods. We're still in the hurricane season. Suppose, look at next year. What can happen? Suppose it happens to the Kingston side next year, God forbid. We need to visit our brothers and sisters down that side. We need to. Anyway, guys, you know what to do. Read TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe. Give me one of those lions. Thank you.